Hello everyone, welcome to the Rift. Again, for the second time today, we have new card reveals in 3 minutes. Yep. I don't think we're getting that many today because there's only 2 creators, but we're getting Marshall's cards and we're getting the reveals from China as usual, so it should be at least a few, like 5-6 cards, maybe a little more, something like that. That's basically all the reveals we have for today, so I thought I'd just do a stream right now, assuming we're getting most of them here. Yeah, I played some games earlier today. Tried out Kaisa. It's pretty good. I liked it. I mean, it wasn't that great. It feels like it'll be good into some decks and really struggle into others, as very targeted control decks usually do. It is typically what happens with them. Yeah, her signature spell's really good, her legend's really good, it's just the other stuff in the deck is a lot of like deal 3 damage and deal 4 damage, so if those cards don't hurt a deck you're playing against, you're kind of just screwed. Alright, 1 minute. His cards are fire, by the way. Okay. We'll be the judge of that. Alright. On midnight, we're gonna refresh. Let's see. One minute. Will these cards change the format and makes Jinx not default best deck right now? Oh. Okay, it's very blurry. Hold on. Okay. I think this is all we get. This might be all we get. Invert timelines. 3 and a power. Each player discards, draw 4. Okay, so remember when I said hopefully Jinx isn't the best deck anymore? This card just makes her better. Yeah, this card is absurd. 3 energy, draw 4? Like what? That's ridiculously strong. That's like the best card in the game. This card's nuts. What? Other colors had better get cards that are as good, if not better, as this, or what, man? This card's nuts. This card's like way strong. You just play Jinx, you discard your hand, you draw 4 for 3 energy. Yeah, that's insane. And like what? You just... the only counterplay to this is a counter spell? Just draw it? Or also play Jinx and dump your hand? I don't like that. That just forces Jinx mirrors. Yeah, this card is absurd. Very strong. I think this is probably the strongest card in the game. I can't really think of anything that's stronger right now. Maybe like Hidden Blade and Victor specifically, but I think this card is even just better than that. Okay, well, We still have a lot more cards for other colors, so I'm hoping they're as good as this. Jinx is just so strong right now. She has basically gotten her entire deck, though. I don't really think she's going to get any more cards from this point on. It's like, what? Both purple? Yeah, both purple epics. We have this in possession. And then both red epics, Phoenix and Hedrigan. I'm pretty sure Jinx just isn't going to get another card from reveal season. So I think the deck is just finished. Like, pretty much. Maybe she'll get, like, a card, maybe two, something. But, like, yeah, that deck's pretty much complete. I think we still have, like, 100 or so cards left to be revealed, so... Yeah, what? Let me see... Okay, let's talk about this card first, and then I'll go look at stuff. Vandal Tree may hide an additional card here. Okay. That's really good for Teemo. He really likes that. Teemo's pretty bad right now, so this helps. Plus this helps too, I guess. You just like dump your entire hand as hiddens and then you play this. Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Draw 4 for 3. That's crazy. Yeah. I have a feeling that in games where you see this card, the deck's gonna be insanely strong, and in games where you don't, you're just gonna fold. The deck, like, doesn't really keep up. Yeah, Teemo. This is what Teemo does, is you just take both battlefields and put your hand on the table. And this card helps you refill, and this card helps you dump your hand more. So... doesn't really fix Teemo's main issue of him being super linear and just like auto losing to an unchecked power. So there's that. But yeah, strong cards. Are there more? I don't think so. Aggro just keeps getting stronger. Yeah, they really need to print more control cards, but we have a lot more coming. Teemo buff, yeah. I don't know if Teemo's gonna be good now. Probably not. Like, he just hard loses to certain cards. Like, unchecked power just wins the game against you. Alright, I'm gonna switch my music while we talk about stuff. More quiet discussion. Oh, no one's really talking. Yeah, let me look at the epics that we have revealed so far. I guess just go to Piltover, because the card database still doesn't have a search feature. That I know of, at least. Epics. Yep, we've got Phoenix Hedrigan. So red is done. Getting epics. And... White Flame for green. That card's horrible. We're still getting another green card. Hopefully, it's as good as Timelines. Green really wants, like, if they want to give green a draw card, it would be like 2 energy, reaction, draw 2. Something like that. As their epic draw card. If they want to give, like, each color a generic epic that every deck's supposed to, like, play. Which, Phoenix isn't really. It's a very strong card, but not every deck's gonna play this. I don't know if every purple deck is gonna, play this. Jinx, 100%. This is absurd in Jinx. It's crazy in Teemo. I don't think MF plays this. I don't think MF wants to play this card. You don't really empty your hand. You have a lot of high cost stuff. Yeah, I don't make, like, maybe MF will side this for like hand disruption against certain matchups, which is another thing that this card is just ridiculous for. Like against green and against Kaisa, when Kaisa or green decks have like a 6 or 7 card hand, you just play this and like, do you just win the game instantly from that? Like, I guess you could. Like, draw 4, they have to put back 2 or 3. That's like +6 for 3 energy. That's completely absurd. I think this is our first, like, potentially ban-worthy card. We'll see how the format looks when all the cards are revealed, but right now, this card's ridiculous. Yeah, this just makes Kaisa, like, unplayable. At least against, like, Jinx. Yeah. If you just get hit with this and they get to draw 4, you have to shuffle back your hand, or discard your hand, only draw 4. That's rough. That is rough. Yikes. What does body have for epics? Well, blue has unchecked power. I'd like blue to get an insane draw card like this. Blue really needs some help right now. Audi has Dead Bloom. Is it the only one? Yeah, it is. So they could get something crazy too. I think yellow doesn't have any of its epics, any of its generic epics right now. Yeah, none. Just champions and seal. So yellow's still missing 2 generic epics. That could potentially rival the power of Jinx. Yeah, I'm really interested to see what they do with yellow epics. That's interesting. Because, like, just give me every card. Like, there's a lot of crazy cards in yellow that are common and rare. Like, Stratagem and Harness Dragon are only rares. So just think about the level of power that the epics might be at. Crazy. Crazy. I really hope we get them soon. I want to see them. We got an epic for red Monday, and we got an epic for purple today. So maybe another one Friday? We'll have to see. I'm hoping so. That'd be cool. Let me go to the database and just see, like, yeah, red has a pretty high density of cards that are already out. I think the rest is just gonna be like Kaisa stuff, because she really doesn't have many cards, and Volley stuff too, like dedicated Volley cards, like there's Sky Splitter. Maybe you could count Magma Worm. We really don't have much for Volley and for Kaisa, so That's probably what the rest of this is going to be, or the most of the rest of this. Maybe some generic stuff too. I really doubt Jinx is going to get more cards that are going to be playable in her deck. She already has so many. Maybe just like a sideboard card or two. But yeah, I feel like the Jinx main deck is really just complete at this point, which is why she feels so much stronger than everything else. Green. What else can we get in green? We're still missing a bit, a good amount. Ari has gotten like some cards. Leona really doesn't have much, huh? There's like no... Yeah, there's not many stun. Blue still is like the least fleshed out color. Yeah, blue needs a lot of cards still. They really don't have many cards, wow. You've only got 5 rares and no generic epics. Oof. Blue has not gotten much revealed yet. So yeah, blue is potentially another color that could shake things up. Body. Yeah, we don't really have many body cards either, huh? Yeah, not many. Just Dead Blue as the epic. There's gonna be another one. And then Chaos. Chaos does not need more cards right now. I think this is more than enough. Yeah, Chaos. I guess it's just Jinx specifically that's super strong. Yeah, I want to see more blue cards. And green and yellow. Give us more of that stuff. I think yellow has like... Wow, oh, not that many cards, huh? Just all of them are pretty good. So it feels like they have more than they do. There's only one slot here. Or is yellow only going to get one epic? Oh, right? Every color should get 2. That's what I would think would happen. I hope it's 2. More Jinx support. I know, man! That's what I've been talking about. It's crazy. Jinx is just so good. I think she's done getting cards though. I'm pretty sure. Like, I think she just has like her complete deck at this point, or like basically it, and the other colors are just like still missing a ton of cards. So, but yeah, for right now, just don't play Jinx against any other deck because she'll just win. Oh, that's paint. That's not Discord. Do we have any other cards? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, this card is insane for Jinx. Absolutely ridiculous card for Jinx. Pretty sure this card was designed for Jinx. I mean, it definitely synergizes with Jinx the best. But it is a generic draw spell. Any deck can play it. Any purple deck. Just really good in Jinx. I think it might find niche usage in other decks. Card destruction? Yeah, kinda. You don't draw the same number, you draw a static 4. Yeah, I think outside Jinx, Teemo's gonna play this, and then MF is just either gonna side it or not play it at all. I don't remember when we get the reveals from China. At some point. But yeah, I like this card too. I really like, well, I like this card. I honestly don't like this card being in the format. At least in the current format. We'll have to see when the set actually releases. Maybe this card's fine. But for now, as this card stands, yeah, you just can't play Jinx into anything else. Like, the best counterplay we had to Jinx was like maybe like Leona, maybe Victor. This card just says Leona can't stack hand anymore. So that win condition is essentially gone. Kaisa can't stack hand as well, so that deck just doesn't function against Jinx anymore. But yeah, I like this card. This card's cool. Really good for Teemo. Do you play this in anything else? Probably not. Probably not. It's really only a Teemo card. Like, maybe you'll play this in some matchups, maybe. I think by the time the set comes out and we have all the fields, it won't really be played outside Teemo. It's an interesting card though. I like having this card in the game. Interesting build around, kind of, to think about. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. This card is just so good. Let me look at backs. Yeah, Teemo plays this definitely. MF doesn't. Yasuo, no. You don't play this in Yasuo. Yasuo is kind of also a deck that wants to stack hand, especially with Sona and like draw spells, meditate, discipline. Yeah, I don't really think this is a Yasuo card. And you have no discard synergy. You have 0 cards, draw 4. Yep. Yep, you do. It works exactly the same way as something like Merchant. Said she likes hidden cards too. Ari? Yeah, maybe. I don't really think so right now. That's not my Ari deck. Wow. Yup. Yup. Wow, for sure. This is the best card in the game. I don't really think any of the others are in contention, except maybe Hidden Blade and specifically Victor. Like maybe Sona? Maybe? It's a good comeback card for top deck. You wouldn't be playing it specifically for that though. You're only going to be playing this in a deck where you can reliably have a low hand size. Or have just a ton of discard and filtering that it doesn't matter to draw it. Because if you have a full hand of like semi-decent cards, this card just doesn't really help. Which is why I don't think MF is gonna play it. Because MF doesn't dump hand. Teemo does, kinda. Jinx definitely does. Yasuo doesn't. You won't play it in that, I'm pretty sure. Unless, like, sideboard. Specifically against decks that want to stack hand more than you do, like Kaisa, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be extremely frustrating to play against if your opponent is out of cards and then they just top deck this and draw 4 for no reason. Yeah, that's crazy. Yep. Jinx S plus now? Yeah, you just shouldn't play any decks against Jinx right now. Jinx will just win. Gotta wait till the set comes out to have fair matchups with that deck. Does this just make the Kaisa vs Jinx matchup just Jinx favored? Well, we tested it on stream today, and after learning and theorizing, we have to test more, but before this card came out, we theorized that it was about even, probably Jinx favored anyway. So this card just means Kaisa can't play against Jinx currently. Because Kaisa always is trying to stack hand, which means she just wants to draw a bunch and have like 6 or 7 cards in hand. I did that pretty much every game when I played Kaisa. And this card just says, Jinx draws 4, Kaisa loses a bunch of cards. For now, yeah. I'm sure it's not going to be that bad when the set comes out, because I was looking at the epics and there's still a lot that we don't have. Like yellow doesn't have any generic epics. 0. Orange is still missing one, they only have Dead Bloom. Blue is still missing one, they only have Unchecked. Blue's missing a lot of cards in general. Green's still missing one, you only have a garbage White Flame. Green's missing some cards. I think green's like pretty well fleshed out so far, but they're still missing cards, definitely. Red's probably the most fleshed out color in the game right now. We have the most red cards, I think. And I don't think Jinx or Darius are really going to get much more. I think it's mostly going to be Voli and Kaisa cards that come out from now on. Worst matchup for Kaisa? I don't know if Kaisa has a good matchup, to be honest. Probably Darius. And Teemo. But that's like it. Like maybe Ari? Just because the Ari champion sucks? But we'll have to see. Yeah, Kaisa doesn't really have many cards right now. So I have a feeling she's getting a lot more. Blue doesn't really have like a draw spell. That's probably what the epic is going to be. The only way blue has of drawing cards is drawing one card with Stupefy, one card with Watchful. This card doesn't exist. This card doesn't exist. Yeah, that's like it. Blue's supposed to be the draw power color, and it doesn't have a draw spell. So, I think that's gonna change. Are there any Chinese reveals yet? No. Let me scroll up. Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, I guess Wraith, but nobody plays Wraith. Yeah, every other color is going to be getting a lot more cards. I'm hoping the epics that are still left are at least good, if not better than this card. Probably not better, we probably don't want that, but on the power level of this card. Would be nice to have for every color. So it isn't just purple. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm hoping green gets a draw spell as its epic, and also blue. Green has like an okay draw spell in meditation, but that's like kind of it. Yeah, meditation's okay. It's an okay card. With Sona, it's a lot better, but it's still not like that great. And it's definitely not as good as this. I'm hoping... Yeah, I'm hoping it's like... The blue epic is like 2 energy reaction draw 2. Maybe the green is like 3 energy action draw 3. Something like that. Maybe like a little more energy than that. But yeah, those... Blue definitely needs some help. It doesn't really have many cards right now. Would you play... I mean, I guess you can cut Alter. I just don't play that many hidden cards. I have Sprite Call. That's it. And Foxfire, I guess, yeah. Foxfire, Sprite Call. I don't play block in this. I just don't think there's space. You can probably side it. Like every other card's too important. Yeah, you could probably cut Alter for something. People were saying that the new chip battlefield that makes the game take longer is good against Jinx, and I honestly do not agree. This. Because Jinx just plays long game. As well or better than other decks in the format. Like Jinx getting to draw a free card every turn is crazy. People really underestimate how much late game power that deck has. I think in some matchups, the later the game goes, the more favored Jinx is. This would definitely be good against something like Darius, though. That deck actually does run out of gas. Unless you top deck like crazy. We have more cards? No. No. Just people talking. I forget what website it's on. Billy? Is that it? I don't remember. I can go and try and find a link. Oh yeah, this is the thing, huh? Empty hand equals draw 4, right? Yup. Jinx needed it? Sure. Sure. A wheel and set one? I mean, that's not that crazy to think of, because the devs are Magic players. I think we're gonna see a lot of cards from Magic come over, like this one. This is pretty much just a Magic card. What was it called? The Is It Phoenix deck? Arclight Phoenix. Wait, did we get new stuff? No. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of parallels to Magic in card design. We have Sona as well, which is like Prophet of Prefix or Seaborn Muse. Yeah, I think Seaborn Muse. Yeah, some of the crazy high rolls that you can do with Jinx now are just crazy. You're already playing 3 Chompers and 3 Phoenix, so you don't even have to have an empty hand to get tons of value out of timelines. And it also just puts stuff in your discard pile that wants to be there. Absolutely ridiculous card. Doesn't this really hurt control decks? Yup. They're pretty much no longer viable strategies against Jinx. Yeah, I don't know how long we're supposed to wait for Chinese reveals. I think it should happen soon. I'm pretty sure. It usually does. I don't remember what other times that they were revealed at. And they removed these, which I'm not that big a fan of. Did they move it to here? I don't know. I wish they would just keep these up. think this is... No, that's not the right website. Jinx banned. For right now, anyway, until we get the full set, or until we get cards that can contend with her. If you want to be mean, you can play Jinx against people. I didn't like my own deck yet. Always like your decks, it gives you better luck. You draw better. Definitely. Trust me on that. Not fun? Yeah. Yeah, Jinx had, like, some about even matchups before timelines, and then everything else she just, like, either won or won really hard against. Now I just think she either wins or wins really hard against everything. Give me more cards. China! China, give me cards! Where are my cards, China? Oh yeah, the custom card thing. I have started making some. I can show them off now. Is that the PNG? Yeah. I'm making Mr. Mordekaiser. This is my entry into the custom card contest. This guy's fully done. I'm still working on some other ones. Here's this guy. Still working on him, but I think he's pretty much done. This guy too. I might want to change some stuff about. I'm not really sure yet. And then where's Realm of Death, baby? Oh yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, Mordekaiser's my favorite champ, so I wanted to do him for the custom card contest. It took forever to do the transparency of the smokes and fire stuff. I had to figure out how to do that. Wow, thanks. Yeah, I like him. He's cool. I guess we can look at some of these. Ooh, Nautilus. Nice. The Titan. Deep. I see. Deep. Some kindred stuff. It's cool. Deep. Mr. Deep, what is this? Hello? Yes. Yes. I see. Amazing. I see. Yes. I too wish to conquer the Dunkin' Donuts battlefield. Elise, cool. Poppy. left. Oh, that's Sichuani? This Glacial Prison, is that a Sichuani spell? Is that her ult? I don't really know. I'm not that much of a League guy. I played some Mordekaiser and some Garrett, and that's it. Azir's awesome. I like this guy. It's really fun in Runeterra. Mono Shurima. Oh yeah. Who's this? Oh, is this Gangplank? Yeah. Powder Keg. Hard. That's cool. Karthus. I know literally nothing about Karthus. Blue Fiddlesticks is cool. The Fiddler. Kindred. Chaos Order, I guess. This one's cool. Aurelia. Background looks nice. Twisted Fate. Okay. I remember playing this in Runeterra too. This card was goated. Really like that card. Morgana. Cool. Dale. Nice. Do we have more cards? Oh yes, Legion Rearguard. Brother, where's my cards? China, give me my cards. Stop keeping them from me. I want to look at them. Mundo. I have been watching some of Luis grinding Mundo. Really fun to watch. There's mine. Hui. I know literally nothing about Hui. I know literally nothing about Nefiri. Yone. Brother. Swain. He's cool. Oh, Rek'Sai. Yeah, this deck was fun in Runeterra. What was it called? Was it Lurk? Was that what it was called? The mechanic? I think so. Lurk deck? Yeah, Pike Rek'Sai. That deck was fun. Silas I know literally nothing about. There's a lot of champs I just don't see very often. New cards? No? Can't wait for more cantrips? Yeah, we need more cantrips. Definitely need more cantrips. I think Orange could benefit from some cantrips. They really don't have any. Does Orange have any draw power at all? Maybe not. I don't think Orange does. Can't think of any. None of you draw? Well, I guess you do, but nobody plays you. Nobody plays this. Nobody plays this. Yeah, orange has literally no draw power. I'm hoping that changes. That would be nice. Blue has surprisingly little draw power for the color that's supposed to be like the draw power color. Green has some decent draw power, but it's not enough. Oh, excuse me. Red. Red has draw power. Red has some cantrips. This. You've got this. Scrapyard. This got me. Yeah, red has some cantrips. This. I don't think red is gonna get a draw card. I think it's probably just gonna be effects like Scrapyard. Red doesn't really seem like a color that draws. Probably gonna need to pair it with another color that draws. Or just be Jinx, where you get free card draw just for existing. Some people are new here, so they might not have seen the card yet. We got this card today. It's decent in Teemo. High initial hidden card here. It's pretty good. I don't think any other decks except Teemo are really going to play this, but yeah, this is good for Teemo. And then this is the best card in the game. Completely ridiculous. Makes Jinx basically just win against everything in the game right now. So I wouldn't play her against other decks until the set is actually fully out, or we get other cards that really make decks able to contend with the power level that Jinx is at after this card being introduced into the format. So yeah, I wouldn't worry about the format when the set actually comes out though, because there's so many cards that are still gonna come out. I think Jinx is basically just done getting cards at this point. Like, her deck is complete now. And all the other colors feel like they're missing a lot. So I wouldn't worry. I think the format is probably going to be fine. It's just, right now, unless you want to be mean and bully your friends, just don't play Jinx into other decks. Where's my cards, man? Give me my cards, China. I want card reveals. I don't remember what cards we got last time. I'm not gonna scroll all the way up. That's like 1,000 messages. Yes. Play Teemo. Do it. I'm hoping the blue Teemo champion also has this effect on it. That would be really cool. So if Teemo could have like 3 hiddens at a field, that would be kind of cool. Still doesn't really fix the deck's problem. You just auto-lose to things like unchecked power. $136 messages on Voidseeker. How are people talking about this card that much? What? There's not much to say about it. It's just very good. Phoenix. Like, this is a card that should have 130 messages talking about it. Why does Bar have so many messages? This card's very meh. Very meh. New cards? No. Incredible. Oh, someone wants my document. Woodseeker is good, and Kaisa, therefore people gonna talk about it. I guess fair enough, but what is there to talk about except just put 3 in the deck? Doc on probability when drawing runes. Yep, I gotcha. That is not the right folder. Rune probabilities. Yoink. This thing. Which, if you didn't know this existed, go ahead and grab this right now. This is an extremely helpful tool that I reference, like, most of the time when I'm trying to build a deck or think about something that involves runes. There's also what I made for the odds of drawing a card throughout each turn of the game based on the number you play in your deck, which has also been extremely useful. Puppy. How long do we usually wait for the Chinese reveals? It wasn't that long, right? It was around midnight. At least I think it was. I don't think Ari plays Bandletree. Maybe you do? Like, maybe? Maybe. Maybe. You can cut this, I guess. But this is helpful against Victor. And Jinx too, I guess. Maybe. You just don't draw 2 hidden cards enough in this deck to really use that field. Yeah, I mean, not much to say about this card. It's just ridiculous. It's the best card in the game. I think most people can see that. There's no, like, crazy amount of thought behind that. It's just the synergy and the power in Jinx is just pretty apparent. Why does this have 50? Zenith Blade. This is the one that should have the most, because this card, like, actually has, yeah, 1 billion relevant rulings that are complicated. Like, this isn't even the entire discussion that was had about the card. 1 for Sky Splitter. Oh, no, 28. I thought it was this. What card has the least amount of conversation on it? This one. Foxfire. Yep. Yep card. It's okay. Decent card. Is there any doc on probabilities when drawing from the main deck? Yes, there is. Why is Adblock telling me to give them money? Important draw probabilities. There you go. Thanks for the runes, yep. Yeah, I guess I'll just reiterate some more points that I already talked about. I think red and, yeah, probably just red is like the most complete color. Jinx probably has all her cards already. I don't expect to get many more for that deck. Foley doesn't have very many, so I think the remaining red cards are pretty much just generics, Foley and Kaisa cards. Maybe like a card or two for Jinx, but that's probably about it. And then all the other colors... Feels like all the other colors don't have their strongest card yet. That would be my guess, at least. I think the remaining epic staples are gonna all be bangers, and I really hope they are. Because I'm hoping it's just not only purple that has a ridiculous card. I mean, Charm's pretty crazy. Charm is quite crazy. That's definitely one of the best cards in the game. Surprised it's only a common, too. It's a crazy common. It's gonna be like a bomb in draft. And then, yeah, blue just has no cards. Blue is the least complete color, and is supposed to be the card draw color, and doesn't have much card draw. Yeah, orange has no card draw. Still a lot of orange cards to go. Purple. Feel like they have their strongest card in the game now. I don't really expect purple to get crazy cards. There's like not much specific support for decks, so maybe we'll get some of that. I'm getting tired. It's 1 AM, man. Where's my cards? China. Yeah, yellow still doesn't have any generic epics. And all the cards they have right now are goated. These are rares and they're crazy, so hopefully the epics are insane. Shen's pretty crazy. That's a pretty good card. Leona's pretty good too. Yeah, I really don't know how long we're gonna have to wait. That guy. Yeah, I've been updating some of my decks Well, I've been updating all the decks as cards get revealed gradually. Okay, here's what we can do. Here's what we can do. Let's put on the tinfoil hat and let's start speculating. Start speculating. Where is my tier list? Alright, I'm gonna zoom out of this. Let's... That's not what I wanted. Get out of here. I wish I could make this bigger without the ads, like, being so in the way. Let's put on the tinfoil hat and speculate real quick. Let's move all these guys down. Who do you guys think is gonna be crazy? I think, well, Jinx right now is probably here right now, but with the actual set, I don't think it's gonna be here. It's probably gonna be here. Victor is probably gonna be very good. We still have both yellow epics and blue Victor that we have to get. The deck is already pretty strong. I think it has a good shot of being a real meta contender as well as Jinx. I think Jinx just flat out can't be bad at this point. I think she's got too many good cards. It would take a lot to make Jinx anywhere except here. With the strong tools that she has right now. I think honestly every deck has potential to be really good. It just depends on the tools they're gonna get. I think Teemo is just really linear. I think he's just too straightforward right now. They're really gonna need to change this deck a lot to make it actually work. Because Teemo right now just takes 2 battlefields, plays hiddens, and just holds all game. And if he gets knocked off of his field, he just loses. Pretty much. And the cards he's getting lean more into that playstyle and don't offer him any flexibility. I think it's going to take a lot to really push him up. Like, he has the potential, but I really don't see it with him. It's going to take a lot of cards that fundamentally change the way the deck wants to play to try and make him better. Because really right now in Riftbound, with the way the game is currently, decks that are flexible and able to play more than one gameplay style are just better than decks that are linear and can only play one way. Like, if a deck can only hold, it's not good. If a deck can only conquer, probably not good either. That one may not be true. It's like, what's a deck that can only conquer? Darius? Darius is like, okay. I'm gonna delete this row because let's just move these out of here. For now, get them out of here. Yeah, I think Teemo's gonna be stuck down here. Unless a lot changes with this deck. This deck really doesn't have that much potential just based off the gameplay style that it wants to go with. And Darius is kind of in the same boat. He really doesn't have draw power. I think if the yellow cards are crazy, he can just be in here because yellow and red are just such good colors. And if yellow gets crazy epics, then yeah, I could see him being here. I'll stick him here for now. Again, this is just pure speculation. We still have half the set. I think Leona has potential to be up here. Again, the yellow, if yellow gets crazy epics, she could definitely be up here. Sona is quite the card. It's really good. And if green gets a crazy epic too, then yeah, this deck definitely has potential. Leona, the champion, is very good. Leona's legend effect is very good. It's free buffs. Stun is just a great mechanic. Yeah, I think this deck could easily be very good. Set as well. This legend effect is absurdly strong. It's essentially just revive a unit from the trash for free. You pay a power, yeah, but that's not energy. You always can pay that. Set still has a lot of cards to get, like a lot of cards. Order still needs its generic epics. Orange still needs one, and orange really doesn't have too many cards right now. Yeah, I think set has a ton of potential. Let's put this here. What is that doing? Hello? What is happening? Huh? Tier maker? Are you okay? Dying on me. Why is it going to the side? That is so weird. Do I just hit space? Okay, there we go. That works. I don't think we're gonna have a tier 0 deck. I really don't think any decks are just gonna be awful. I really don't think so. Like, maybe, but like, I don't think so. I think Lee Sin goes here. Either here or here. I really don't see him being tier 1. His game plan is just way too linear. Just play out Lee Sin and buff him and hope he stays is not it. This deck folds heavily to Rebuke. It folds when Lee dies. You have a lot of cards to protect him, yeah, but I think other decks have more answers than you have ways of protecting. I just have not ever been impressed by this deck's performance, and I don't really see the potential for its current playstyle. If green Lee Sin completely changes the deck's playstyle and shifts it more towards a mid-range playstyle, then yeah, he can be here. I'll put him here just for that. But currently the deck just... I don't see its game plan working. It's just too one note. So I'll put it here for now, because I think green could shift the playstyle a lot, or green Lee Sin could shift the playstyle a lot, and green orange is a pretty good color combo. It has the potential to be a decent mid-range deck, I think. Unlike Teemo. Teemo's going to need a lot shifted away from its current playstyle. I think Lee Sin needs less. So I'll put it here. Yasuo. We still haven't seen the purple one, but I think this deck also goes here. I really don't see it being up here with these. The legend effect just is not good enough. Like, it's a good effect, it just costs 2. And these others are free, except Victor. But Victor's is so good, and his deck is already so good. It is just going to get better because we don't have the generic yellow epics. Yasuo also is not a deck that really wants to play timelines. This card, which I think hurts it quite a bit. We still don't have Oh, they just made an announcement instead? Okay. Maybe we'll have cards, maybe we won't. I'm not sure. I'm still gonna just finish this. Yeah, I really don't think this legend is good enough to put the deck up here. And it's really not gonna get that much more support. We still have Purple Yasuo, which might make it, but I really don't think so. This legend is just not strong enough to contend with these free effects. And Victor. Ari, I think, has potential as well. Again, another free effect on the legend that just lasts the entire game. It is just always gonna get you value for free, which is a good thing to have. And the color combo is great too. Maybe I'll want to put Darius up here too, I'm not sure. Yeah. I think I will move her down, because I think green-yellow is just a better color combo. Leona has a better champion. Yeah. Unless blue gets some ridiculous cards, this deck is going to need a bit of help. I think green-yellow is just strictly better than green-blue right now. And a lot's going to need to change that. And Leona just has an infinitely better champion than Ari. Ari's champion is essentially useless. Its effect really only matters when you're already winning the game. It's a very win more card. And until Ari champion's effect actually does something, the card is a 4 might vanilla for 5 energy and a power. That is abysmal. Her signature spell is also, in my opinion, not as good as Leona's. I still think these guys are better than Teemo, though. Kaisa. I really don't know about Kaisa. I think she's going to be stuck here just purely because she's pretty good into some matchups and really bad into others. Like, trying to play this deck against Set is just smashing your head into a wall. You're just not winning. Yeah, I think this deck is really just a meta call, and that's it. You play it when you expect a lot of decks that it's good against, and you don't play it in any other scenario. It's like a counter pick, I'd say. That kind of looks like how it's shaping up to be. Volley, I think Volley has at least decent potential. Again, another free effect. Free ramp, every game, all the time. But it doesn't really happen until turn 2 or 3. Yeah, turn 2 or 3. Which isn't bad. It's pretty good still. I think Volley has the potential to get like some crazy cards. I think... Let me maybe order these a little bit. I think, yeah, these... I think Set's gonna be better than Leona. I think this is fine. I think Volley, Ari, and Darius are more towards the top end of tier 2. I think they're a little bit better than these. Yeah, kind of like this. Yeah, I think that's about right. And then MF, I really don't know. I think she's probably in the same boat as Kaisa. She's probably there. This deck is what I would describe as more of a tempo deck. You just play for points, and you really don't care about things like card advantage. You just want to score a bunch of points as early and as often as you can, and then just like Gust and Rebuke and Marauder stuff out of the way and then score more points. And then you have Bullet Time to just take your last two. That's really all this deck does. So again, I think it's a good counter pick again. Like, it's pretty good into Set. Set just cries against Rebuke. He hates seeing that card. Yeah. So, like, if Set ends up being, like, the best deck, then counterpick MF could be an option. But I really only think that's it. Yeah, I think I will put these down here, because that is kind of a niche thing. That's like the exact definition of niche, like only a counter pick. That's pretty much all these decks are looking like right now. Maybe the same with Timo. Some decks can struggle to have enough pushing power to get him off of fields. Maybe Lee as well. Sure, that looks nice. 4 in each. I think that Timo is looking like currently one of the worst decks. His playstyle just gets hard countered. I think all 4 of these decks' playstyles just have glaring issues and hard counters to them, which is why I'd stick them down here. So yeah. If I had to purely speculate on what the format might look like, just based on what we have now, I think this is about what I'd say. Sure. Sounds about right. Let me try and screenshot this. Sure, there you go. Again, I really don't think any deck is just bad, which is a good sign. I don't think any deck is really gonna just not do anything in the meta. I think they're all gonna have a place as like decks to beat, decks that are just solid and can win you games if you're a better player, and then decks that are just counter picks, depending on the format. I think that is probably about where I'd stick stuff right now. Sounds about right to me. Alright, I don't know if we're getting Chinese reveals today. Rune Battlegrounds. Is this Twitter? This isn't Twitter, right? Weibo, that's what it is. Okay, we will check Weibo. This is the account, right? Give me English. Rune Battlegrounds. Yeah, they uploaded some videos. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, this was exactly midnight. That's the other one, exactly midnight. No. I don't know. They might come out later today. They might not. I'm gonna do another stream Wednesday today, I guess. Wednesday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if we have new card reveals, I'll be talking about them then, I guess. But I'm gonna go to bed because it's super late. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. Talking about crazy new cards, some speculation on the set. Yeah, good stuff. Tomorrow, we'll look at some new cards. Probably play some games as well. I think I want to run back Kaisa. Maybe against Jinx. I don't think it's going to go well. I think I want to play her against some other things. I think that matchup is just not winnable for Kaisa now that this card exists. So I'll probably play her against some other stuff. But yeah, I want to play some more Kaisa. That deck was actually pretty fun. Bye. Yep. I'm gonna head off now. So have a good night, everyone. Thanks for sticking with the stream. All right. Take care.